President Trump marks exactly 1 year in office tonight, with the federal government in a partial shutdown. At 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time, after the Senate failed to approve a temporary spending bill, the government officially ran out of money for the fiscal year. In most cases, though, it's still functioning. Congress had a rare Saturday session trying to overcome the dysfunction and the discord that triggered the shutdown. Nancy Cortez is at the Capitol.
Locked gates and shutdown signs greeted visitors today at the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the Liberty Bell, as half of the military's civilian workforce was furloughed and the National Institutes of Health interrupted medical research.
Already, funding is in jeopardy for our veterans.
Republican leaders pointed the finger at one person.
Senator Schumer shut down the government.
Well, this is really all on Schumer.
Democratic leader Chuck Schumer led his party's charge to block government funding until Republicans compromise on protections for so-called dreamers, young people brought to this country illegally as children.
They want a deal on immigration, and then they'll think about reopening the government. It is a shakedown strategy that Senate Democrats have been talked into by their base.
Schumer pinned the blame on the president.
Negotiating with President Trump is like negotiating with Jell-O.
He said the so-called deal maker keeps undermining the talks and his own party.
But it's next to impossible to strike a deal with the president because he can't stick to the terms.
Republicans are now pushing a fallback bill to fund the government for just 2.5 weeks, promising to use that time to craft a DACA compromise.
The idea of letting this continue to fester is unacceptable to most Americans, and I think now to the Congress as a whole.
But Democrats want more proof that the talks won't fall apart yet again.
Otherwise, we're just becoming accomplices to their incompetence, and we cannot do that for the American people.
Negotiations continue, but at this point, there are no votes scheduled in the House or Senate to reopen the government and fund it, which makes it look increasingly likely, Rena, that this shutdown will stretch on for at least another day.
Nancy Cortez on Capitol Hill. Thank you, Nancy.